Are you or someone you know letting your children watch too much television? According to Peck in 2015, childhood obesity has more than doubled in the last 30 years to the point that 17% of children are obese and 14% are overweight. Research suggests that children who watch TV for long periods of time gain excess weight and have higher risk of heart disease and other health disorders due to TV ads for non-nutritional foods and less physical activity. I have two main points today. My first main point is watching television for long periods of time causes obesity. This is partly due to a majority of television ads being for non-nutritional foods. My second main point is lack of physical activity that stems from watching television causes an increase in health problems for children. Back to my first main point. Watching television for long periods of time can cause obesity in children. According to Cartier in 2009, some researchers report that children's exposure to television advertising has been increasing along with the rise in children's obesity rates. The Kaiser Family Foundation did a study in March 2007. As you can see in my visual aid, 34% of all commercials are for candy and snacks, 28% of all commercials are made of sugared cereal, 10% is of fast food, 9% is sodas and soft drinks, 7% is for dine-in restaurants, 4% is for prepared foods and dairy, 2% is for breads and pastries, and 1% is for fruit juices. As you can see, there are no healthy foods listed. Healthy food commercials make up less than 1%. According to Cartier in 2009, children get nearly 80% of their cereal ad exposure on children's shows, and about 1/3 of their sweetened drink and restaurant and fast food advertising there. They are purposely placing these ads during shows that children are watching. For example, you are going to see a lot more McDonald's commercials when you're watching SpongeBob than you would while you're watching Grey's Anatomy. Let's move on to my second main point. Increase in health-related problems due to lack of physical activity. According to Wethington in 2013, 3 potential mechanisms link TV viewing to weight status have been suggested. The first one is TV viewing displaces physical activity. The second one is increased dietary energy intake from eating while viewing TV. And lastly, decreased resting metabolic rate during viewing. According to Cartier in 2009, the rise in children's obesity is a particular concern because overweight children are more likely to become overweight adults, and because obese children are likely to suffer from associated medical problems earlier in life. Jackson in 2013 states, atherosclerosis starts in childhood, and obesity appears to accelerate the development of atherosclerotic lesions. This can lead to stroke, heart disease, and other complications such as high cholesterol. According to the Mayo Clinic, childhood obesity can have complications for your child's physical, social, and emotional well-being. It's really affecting them as a whole. The Mayo Clinic says some physical complications can include type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, asthma, sleep disorders, non-alcoholic fatty liver disorders, early puberty, early menstruation, low self-esteem and bullying, behavior and learning problems, and depression. In conclusion, we have talked about my 2 main points. Excessive television watching increases the risk of obesity in children, and the lack of physical activity leads to an increased risk of health disorders. This is because TV watching has non-nutritional ads, and physical activity is decreased when children are watching too much TV. In the end, we are responsible for our younger people's future. We need to get them more active and educated so childhood obesity rates can decrease. Teachers, doctors, librarians, everyone in the community can help educate our children. We need to be more aware of our environmental surroundings that can pose potential risks for our children as they grow older.